Good news everyone, the dealership has finally bought a forklift. So now when we come to this dealership with a tractor with a spreader for example, or a seed drill, we can use the forklift to move the bags. I would actually load that bag of seed up now, but we actually need the truck to be totally empty because we are going to go and do a little bit of work over at the temple, which was a bit of a last minute decision for me for this episode, but I think it's going to be interesting to do. Also, I never realised there was a person stood in here. After all these episodes, I've done 38 real hours of gameplay, and I've literally just realised there is somebody stood there. He must think I'm an absolute weirdo, but I've got my binoculars out at the door, and I'm just looking... yes, he even looked at what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the class logo on his top. That was perfect. Great acting. Now you're probably also wondering why there is a skid steer here. Well, it's also not mine. This is not mine to use at the farm. We cannot use it for anything except for loading up materials over at the warehouse. The warehouse has bought this, and I'm taking it to them. So of course we will benefit from it because we get to use it for loading up stuff, and we're going to use it straight away because I'm going to deliver some bricks, I think, or was it cement? It might be cement, to the temple. Whatever it is that it needs, that's what we're taking there. Because, yeah, in the previous episode I figured out that actually it wasn't quite as expensive as it appeared to do the temple construction. It's just as expensive as I thought for our shed, because all of the products that all the materials that we buy for it are absorbed into it. But with the temple, you buy the material and then you actually get paid for delivering the material. So say we have to spend £4,500 on a pallet of cement, the temple might give us £3,500 back for delivering it to there. So it actually only costs us £1,000. So yes, it will still cost us money. I think long term we do profit massively, but short term we will have to just fork out a bit of our own money to get this going. But it is about time that we got that temple construction underway. So we'll see what we can do today. Any kind of wooden products such as beams and planks we can actually deliver there for free, and we can get that from our own sawmill. So that's not a problem. It is just really bricks and cement and that sort of stuff. Concrete. I do need to service the truck. I'm fully aware of this. I have been putting it off for quite some time. Although I am at the same time quite tempted to buy a new one. The same, but buy a new one because it would be much, much cheaper to run long term. Because this one is quite used, it means that it needs to be repaired a lot more frequently. Right, so I've learnt not to load up a trailer near to that trigger there because that will actually sell the product again immediately for a loss. So that is hilarious, but at the same time very annoying. So we won't do that. I'll switch the engine off and we'll get this unloaded. So yeah, I suppose actually what I could do is I could load up going up the ramp. Oh, although it's probably easier just to drop a side down. We might still have a mystery strap holding that in place. Let's just re-strap and unstrap. Indeed we do. Train! Good timing. So I've been to the temple and I have checked to see exactly what it requires. It wants 6 pallets of cement bags. However, when I did this for our own construction, and in fact for the roller coaster construction on FS22, even though I delivered the right amount, it wanted to have a little bit more for it to actually continue, which was strange. It's like 0.1% extra once, but yeah, it wouldn't move on unless I delivered another pallet. So that's what I've had to do. I've bought 7 here, just to make sure we don't have this issue. We'll drop that side down. We will load all of these up. This is just for one phase of the construction project. I don't think this is going to finish the temple construction, otherwise that would have been extremely easy. It has already used the planks that we delivered to there, but of course it hasn't really been able to progress with the overall construction because it didn't have the cement. So this is going to get that going. It will get this next phase done. Or actually it's probably still the first phase. Yeah, probably still the first phase. So the 7th bag is likely going to be required anyway for the second phase. We'll probably have to deliver many bags in total. But as you can see, yes, it sets us back quite a bit. I think it was it 40,000 for these? I can't remember now actually. I think it was 40,000. Whatever money I used to have has now been deducted. I think we had 154,000 before. So, yep, just get these all on board, and then we'll head off to the temple. Thankfully, we'll get given a fair chunk of money back again, but it won't be as much as what this has actually cost us to begin with. Long term though, it should be, and I'm really interested to see if the temple serves as anything else. I did see a suggestion in the comments section saying that maybe the collectibles will appear at the temple, because we can't actually see the collectibles that we have found. Or maybe there's something else, or maybe there are just more collectibles to find. It's going to be something. I'm sure there's going to be some kind of reward for doing this. Right, I suppose it would make sense to take 8, but just in case it doesn't want more cement, I won't do, although I'm almost 100% sure that it will do. But just in case it doesn't, I won't do, because if I do, and it doesn't want it, I will literally be throwing a few £1,000s down the drain, for no reason at all. So we'll only take it when it actually needs it. If it was our own construction project, then that would be fine. But it's still not good to waste. So there we go. Yep, so the Kubota can stay here. I think for now I'll just park it back inside, because traffic does come through here, and in fact I've caused a bit of a traffic jam. Yeah, it should be good just there. Yep, traffic is waiting. The only reason I bought the trailer was to bring the skid steer, because otherwise we could have just used the flatbed. Oh, it doesn't actually come up here, it just turns around there. I didn't realise. Okay, right. A lot of people taking the wrong turn today. For somewhere which is so far away from the farm, I certainly visit this place a great deal. They do offer some good prices though for our beams and our planks, so we'll just keep coming. Although I guess if I finished the construction project, I wouldn't be able to deliver my products to here. So that would be a shame. Or maybe you can. Maybe you still can do. We will see. But I think, yeah, we need the sense of achievement of constructing the temple. And it's very empty here without the temple. We need it. It is a landmark of the map. So here is the trigger just over here. It will take all 7 pallets, even though it's requesting 6. So they should just vanish. There we go. We've been paid. So yeah, we've lost a fair chunk of money there. For now. That's just going to take time now to process those cement bags. As you can see, required materials for the next step. Cement bags, that is going to decrease that number. And, well, you can see in storage there, we've got all of the planks and wooden beams that we've delivered over the past few years. This is actually year 5 already. We're on year 5. Time flies. Although I have been playing a great deal of this game, I know. But I've been reading your comments, and there's been some absolutely fantastic comments. Also, a lot of people just, you know, enjoy the videos just to relax to it. And some people even say, I want to listen to your voice just to fall asleep. And I think it's a compliment. I've had this before. And many people say that they put my videos on to send them to sleep. So it's sort of... It could be interpreted both ways, but yeah, when I asked people before if that was a good thing or a bad thing, they said, yeah, it's definitely a good thing. So thank you to those people. And yeah, I've also heard from a few people who are struggling with various things in life, and I'm just so pleased that my videos do help you. They help you get through the day. So yeah, it's wonderful that something as simple as me just playing a video game helps you so much. And yeah, I wish you all the very best. We'll go and take a look at the water buffalo in a minute. So we are saving up for the big shed. We'll have to try and find somewhere to put it, but it's going to be a little while because it's over £200,000. Our buffalo are only very young anyway. There's no point getting that shed until they're actually at the age when they can reproduce and give us milk and stuff like that. But yeah, here they are, and it's just such a wonderful addition to the farm. I'm also working towards getting goats. Goats are going to have to be in a similar sort of setup on land which we have sort of reclaimed. We reclaimed the forest here to get the water buffalo in. Have you got constipation? They do, the young ones, they do stand in some kind of strange ways. I don't know, I haven't quite figured them out. I haven't seen the fully grown ones yet, of course. We've started from the very bottom here. We've just bought the babies. And they're wonderful. They really are wonderful. So I think before we do anything else, we will clear these bales. We'll get them put onto the flatbed. I have cleared the flatbed in the previous episode, so it's ready just to load up in a time lapse. And yeah, the paddy fields have all been watered, so nothing else to do there. We are going to be hopefully putting up a shed today in this field over here, and we'll probably pave this whole area, I'd imagine. I think we've already checked the sale as well. Yes, we have. Somebody's bought the white tractor. That was there a minute ago. Somebody's bought it. So it just proves that things do disappear. They do run out. I think it might actually tell you how much longer there is on the sale. But yeah, anyway, let's clear the furthest away field, which is next to the store, and then we'll come back here and we'll get these ones picked up as well. So we could just keep them on the trailer, or we could put them into a shed. We do have one shed over there, but it's got the Ezeki rice harvester in it, and it's only very, very small. This is the perfect place. It's just money. Money is the issue. So let's just get into the placeable shed category. And if we scroll down, you can see we've got these sort of sheds. These are ideal, but they're the same as FS22. It'd be nice to have something a bit different. That would work. That's a good bale shed. Yeah, and it would probably just about squeeze in. We could probably squeeze it in. Just having a look at the other sheds. That's one which we already have. Really not that big at all. That one's quite good. That one has CCTV. Well, there seems to be a back room to that, so that's probably wasted space. But it's only £25,000, so really not too bad at all. That is also £25,000. Yeah, I am most tempted by that first one which I showed you. I think that would be ideal for bales. But I want to give the greenhouse space, because obviously if we're spawning products we want to be able to get to them with the forklift. And which way should we put this? It really should have been at the end, looking back at this. Because of course we've got that shed there, you've got to access that shed that way. Maybe that way. Although it's going to look a bit weird, isn't it? Although, no, maybe not. Maybe not. We will put it there. And I'm sure I can make it look a bit nicer. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go into painting. I need to find the same texture which I've already used. I think I used this texture. Yeah, that looks right. Indeed I did. So this is the best opportunity to just basically paint all of this. And maybe it's worth painting all the way up to the rock. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if that was the best thing to do or not. But yeah, we'll do that. We do have a different texture inside the shed, and it looks like I can't actually change that. So I should have done that before, shouldn't I? That's annoying. Yeah. Well, I've done it. I've done it. And it doesn't seem too out of place. It's not ideal. But if I put another building along this long side here... In fact, we could put another shed in. Yeah, we could put another shed in. I'm just going to look into the different possibilities off camera. Yep, we could put the workshop just there. Don't know if I should make it square with that shed or if I should follow the rock face, because the other shed is obviously not wanting to be blocked in. Let me just do it from above. That should be fine. Should be. And then we have other spaces here for other things. We could even put a greenhouse in there or something like that. Also, I know a lot of people have requested a pressure washer. We will get it. Ah, look at that. A weather station improves the weather forecast available to your farm. I've commented on that, haven't I? I've said the weather forecast has been inaccurate. So it looks like it's intentional. Yes. So now you can pay to improve it. Anyway, yeah, something is going to go here because it looks unfinished at the moment. But yeah, something will go there. This shed will then be tucked behind. It'll look like it's tucked back. And yeah, it's a shame that I couldn't texture here. Well, I could have deleted the shed again, but that's a lot of faffing about. And after all, it's only going to be covered up with bales, so it doesn't really matter. I think we'll put hay bales on one side, we'll put straw bales on the other, and silage bales, well, they can stay outside because they're wrapped, so we don't really need to touch them at all. They can just stay somewhere at the edge, or even we could stack them here. That would be fine as well. So yeah, let's get these unstrapped. Let's get them neatly stacked in the shed. I don't know how neat it will actually be, but I'll try my best, and then we'll clear the other small field. Final few, and then we're done. So yeah, that is a big shed. That is going to be able to hold all the bales that we'll ever need. Even if we have every animal type, that is just going to be filled to the brim if we wanted it to be. Although if I was going to do that, it would probably be worth getting the round bale auto stacker, the one which can unload, because then you can just sort of push them off the back and leave a line of bales, and it's just done in one go. So we might have to work towards buying that, although if I am going to be sticking with round bales, I'd prefer to go to 180 centimetres instead of 125, which is the smallest. But one step at a time, and we'll have a look at our workshop in just a minute. We've got enough here to do a line at the front. We could go a little bit higher, but I think we'll just come out further forward at this stage. Okay, I've tried my best to keep it neat. I was going to put a line of bales on their end, on the outside there, but decided against it because it was just making it more awkward and probably messier. It's probably not neater at all. Okay, one more bale. I could put it straight into their trough, their feeding area, but there's probably not much point because they're actually grazing anyway. They're grazing the meadow grass, and they do have silage. So I think it's probably better off just kept dry inside the shed. So yeah, before we move on to July, I need to make sure that no fields require fertilizer. If any do require fertilizer, then they are going to have to be spread. But if none of them do, then we can move on. So it's all going to come down to fertilizer, really. Because, well, I suppose herbicide as well. I thought I had done that. No, maybe, I don't know. I better check. Because we've done 5 years already in a very, very short space of time. In fact, in 1 week. Yes, it all sort of blends into one. Okay, that wasn't quite as neat as I was hoping. So, let's have a look at the farm from above. Weeds. Well, something is going on here. Yes, we have weeds in 32, but only 32. So just 32 needs to be sprayed with herbicide. Oh, and 32 needs to be spread with fertilizer. 27 does, and 39 does as well. 39 has the crazy crop circles. So I think I did see a little bit of crop circling here. Yes, I did. 27. Right. So that's it for the telehandler today. No more work to do with that. What we need to do is we need to attach the Matty Ferguson tractor to the spreader and the sprayer. And because we do have the... Actually, yeah, I'll do that first. Because we do have the workshop, we can very easily swap over our narrow tyres. We'd have to go all the way back to the store. So it will pay for itself in no time. Can you actually go inside here? I hope you can. I don't think you can. Which brand was my narrow tyres? There we go. So we've got our narrow tyres. They're not that narrow, but the narrow tyres are on. I don't think you can go inside. That's disappointing. You can sort of see in. Oh. You sort of can't see in. Now, I would have liked to have seen in our own workshop. Okay, maybe not the main one, but our own building, that would have been nice. That really would have been nice. Unless I'm just missing a control there, but I don't think I am. It does say open vehicle options, but that's just that. So, yeah. that's that. Right. It is Forge Workshops. Yeah, so before we do anything, I think, yeah, we'll do the herbicide. We might as well do the herbicide. Can't remember how much we have. How much do we have? It might be enough. Hopefully it is. Because I have spent a lot of money in this episode, more than I was expecting to. Obviously we are saving up for, well, I've already said many times what we're saving up for. Loads of new machinery and the Water Buffalo milking parlour. But I think the milking parlour is so far out of reach at the moment we should just spend money on other stuff as well. Anything else in sale? No, just things decreasing, things that are either ending or being bought. Right, so GPS, is it worth it for this particular job in this particular field? No. No, I might use it for fertilizing because I won't be able to see where I've been. But I just don't need to use it for herbicide spraying. Good to see the field isn't quite as infested as last time. It was horrific last time. Really bad. So it's a slight improvement. I think if we plough, if we did plough the entire field, that would get rid of the weeds for a year. Which would always be nice. Anyway, yeah, we'll do this quickly. Then we'll swap over onto the fertilizer spreader. We'll spread this field and we'll spread the two grass fields. And then everything will be as productive as possible. I think we'll then sleep and I'll hopefully be able to check up on the temple to see what else it needs next time. That'll be in the next episode. Good grief. Well, looks like the self-propelled herbicide IBC is underperforming. Oh, goodness. I was going to take the truck, and I thought, oh no, we'll use that, whatever it is, and then, yeah. Now I regret everything. Because I never use it. But I'm not going to get rid of it. In fact, I should put it on a roof, shouldn't I? I should put it on the roof of a shed. I think probably that one over there. For decoration. It is clearly for a museum only. For decoration only. Because it's not really that handy. Okay, it's fine for taking a couple of conventional bales around. And yeah, you could take a pallet of mushrooms to the market with it. But anything else, anything even remotely heavy duty, and it needs to be, yeah, something slightly larger. Oh no! Hey, it rolls better than a bale. Come on. Kicking up a fuss now. I feel like I'm kicking a football around or something. It's like, poor thing, bullying it. Come on. I'll carry you home. Come on, you poor little thing. Who's a good little self-propelled IBC then? Right, I've transported it to the rice paddy. I think it can probably make it to the field from here. I'll probably find out this is a really expensive machine or something. We should take a look and see what it's actually worth. Oh no, it's got no brakes. Oh, oh, over again. I'll have to work around it. So how much is it actually worth? If we wanted to buy that new, how much would it actually be worth? I'm guessing it is classed as a truck? Oh no. Oh no, it's a car. Oh, it's only 5,500. So it's probably worth about 100 if we tried to sell it. Now where was I? Ah yes, I was spraying the field before that happened. And there we have it, all done. So what I would do, I'll switch the engine off, we'll go over to the temple. Let's quickly find that temple again. There it is. We'll see if it has processed everything. Ooh, it's taking a while. Alright, so even if we do move on to the next day, that's actually not going to be done. So we will leave the video here. That's probably going to take a few days. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Please do remember to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And until next time, see you again very soon. Bye for now.